If you could have any kind of workspace, what would it look like? In this video, I'll be counting down 4 aspects about your workspace that you can optimize to become more motivated, efficient, creative, and less stressed. Before we begin though, assess where you work and how you work. Imagine yourself doing work at your usual workspace and think about the things you'd want to improve the most about it. Secondly, think about how you work, the nature of your work, and your personal preferences when it comes to working. For instance, do you prefer a cleaner, minimalistic environment or one that is more cluttered and perhaps stimulating? Keep these questions in mind throughout the rest of the video, as it'll help you pick out the things you need for yourself to really personalize your workspace, as not one person works exactly the same. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The first aspect of the workspace that I will address is how to increase motivation. This involves activating your drive to succeed and putting your goals in focus. The first thing you can do is to keep a personal message or picture nearby to remind you of what is the most important to you. For example, this could be a photograph of your family and your friends, or it could be some kind of quote to remind yourself of what you care about. In a similar vein, you can also set up motivational posters, pictures, or even digital wallpapers. It could be of a famous quote or a person who has worked very hard to succeed. Another way to boost motivation is to set, write down, and put your immediate goals in sight. This can be done on post-it notes or a small whiteboard. Goal setting best aids in motivation when it is specific, challenging yet achievable, and focused on getting what you want rather than avoiding what you don't want. Indeed, a goal feels especially optimistic when you can actually visualize exact things you need to do in order to achieve it. So set both short and longer term goals. Being able to cross goals off your list feels gratifying and can be a momentum booster. Next, let's look at how to improve efficiency. The goal setting that I just mentioned definitely helps with this too. First, to keep focus on your goals, you should keep your workspace as organized and streamlined as possible. Any items you frequently need to do your job with should be kept easily within reach. You can also invest in shelves or organizers to help you with this. Similarly, depending on the nature of your job, you'll probably also want to declutter your workspace by removing anything that is unnecessary, which will not only mean there are fewer distractions, but also that you'll have more productivity space. Not to mention, your workspace will also be faster and easier to tidy and clean. Yes, some jobs that require more creativity may benefit from having a more stimulating workstation, but you'll want to balance inspiration with not losing focus. And that brings us to the third aspect, creativity, which is the ability to think divergently or outside the box. According to famed psychologist Robert Sternberg, having a creative environment contributes to one's creativity. As such, without compromising efficiency, you can set up inspirational artwork, which are not limited to pictures and desktop wallpapers, but also 3D objects and even plants. You can even set up a combination of these and rotate between different ones from time to time to keep your workspace feeling fresh. Next, music and ambient noise can also help increase creativity, if that is what you prefer. Perhaps this is the reason that many people go to cafes to be inspired. According to research conducted by Ravi Mehta at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, subjects who were exposed to a moderate level of ambient noise significantly outperformed those who were not in a widely recognized creative thinking task. So the next time you need to get creative, consider firing up some of your favorite music or even an ambience track on YouTube. The last tip I have for boosting creativity is just to change things up periodically, whether it be making more space for yourself or rearranging your setups. Even sitting or standing in a different posture may trigger different types of thoughts and moods that could be the spark for a breakthrough idea. Last but not least on this list, at number 4, you'll want to make sure your workspace helps you maintain both healthy physical and mental health. Starting with posture, sitting in the same one for hours on end, especially an unnatural one, can be very bad for your health. When sitting at a computer desk, for example, your monitor should ideally be slightly below your eyes and more than 20 inches or 50 centimeters away. Your hands, and thus your keyboard and mouse, should be in line with your elbows, and your feet should be flat on the floor or supported with your knees bent at a roughly 90-degree angle. Making sure your desk is of the right height and getting an ergonomic chair can go a long way in helping you maintain a healthy posture. Standing or even using adjustable desks are also gaining popularity and are good for your health and well-being as well. At home, you can very well have an adjustable desk or both a standing and a sitting desk. To maintain your eye health, many optometrists suggest using the 20-20-20 rule, which is taking a 20-second break every 20 minutes to focus on something at least 20 feet or 6 meters away. Next, the blue light emitted by monitors contributes to digital eye strain, and too much can even damage the retina. Since it is also largely present in sunlight, exposure to it stimulates wakefulness in our bodies, regardless of what the actual time is. Because of this, it is recommended that you utilize night light settings that many modern devices now have, especially right before sleep, or get a pair of blue light filtering glasses if your device doesn't have that function. Non-prescription blue light filtering glasses can be very inexpensive and a worthwhile investment if you spend a lot of time in front of monitors. Before we move on, I'd like to mention that I've also included several links to Amazon for some of the items I recommend in this video for your convenience. These are affiliate links, so purchasing anything through them will help support my channel, though you obviously don't have to. Next up, controlling the lighting of your workspace can also contribute to better health as well as productivity. Being in the presence of windows and thus natural sunlight can elevate your mood via serotonin production and even help you sleep better. Similarly, indoor lighting intended to replicate sunlight can help boost alertness and productivity, but may disrupt your circadian rhythm and sleep schedule if you're exposed to a lot of it during the night. Thus, dimmer lights should be utilized in the evenings, and they seem to even make people feel more creative. Up next, having plants around your workspace can help with air purity and give you a bit of visual stimulation. You can also consider getting an air purifier to help filter out allergens, dust, and other contaminants. Essential oils can help with relaxation and can help make your workplace feel fresh as well. Anyway, regardless of how you decide to tweak your workspace, remember that comfort and good health go a very long way. And that was how to improve your workspace to make yourself more motivated, efficient, creative, and healthy. Here is a summary of some of the major points I've touched on in this video. Feel free to pause it if you'd like. Now, as a question to all of you, do you have any workspace hacks that have worked for you personally? If so, please share them in the comments below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more videos just like this. I'll see you guys around. Peace.